Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching the Arkansas Gun Guy. Today, a side-by-side comparison of two of my absolute favorites. That is H&K's SP5, side-by-side with B&T's APC9. Two of the best submachine guns ever made, two of the most expensive submachine guns made, but two that I love shooting the absolute most. And I thought about doing this video after taking my friend to the range this weekend who had never shot either, and he loved them both, but he definitely had a favorite. So I thought I could also do if I could only have one type of comparison, and I will choose one at the end. But most importantly, I'd love to hear from you guys. If you had to choose between the B&T or the H&K, which one would you choose? This gun that was designed over 60 years ago in the 1960s, that has been still timeless to this day, pretty much unchanged, and just an awesome firearm to shoot. Or would you choose the one that was designed 50 years later that took all the good stuff from the H&K and modernized it to some degree? Again, first world problem, right? Quick disclaimer, both these guns have been legally SDR'd. I'm not going to take the stocks in and out. I'm not sure if YouTube has an issue with that or not, but they are both legally SDR'd and registered. So again, I'll kind of start at the front of both of them where they both have the tri-leg adapter, which makes it nice and easy to get a can on there. So you can see the tri-leg adapter here on the H&K as well as the B&T. Now on the same can on both of them, and it's awesome to shoot that way. So kind of a tie with the tri-leg adapter, both my favorite way of attaching a suppressor. Next we kind of look at the sights, where the B&T comes with these plastic sights that flip up. And they're good sights, but they are simply just plastic, front and rear. Where H&K has got their awesome diopter sights, which you can see you have the front post here and the other circle in the back. You can change the barrel there to get smaller and larger apertures to see for closer in shooting. So I actually prefer the sights on the H&K better, and they're metal and they are indestructible. So really like the sights on the H&K better. While I have my hand on it, the hand guard. This hand guard on H&K is easily removable. This pin pops out, hand guard pulls off, and over the last 60 years, they've made tons of attachments for this thing. So you can put anything you want to up here, rubber grip, different grips, you know, grip down here, anything you want can be attached to this. Where the B&T doesn't have that, but it comes standard with enough pick rails to install anything you want on here, lights, lasers, chainsaws, anything. So very, very convenient that this comes already modernized with that feature. And speaking of that same modernization, the B&T does come with a pick rail up top, which makes it nice and easy to put an optic on there, where the H&K doesn't have that. You see there's no pick rail up top and really no place for an optic. But again, this thing has such a loyal fan base and following that people have designed things that a claw that mounts on top of this, and you can put an optic on there. I think the claw is quite expensive, and then putting the optic on top of it. So I've never tried that, but it can be done, just not as easy as it is on the B&T. And while I'm up near the front, I'm going to talk about the most important, not the most important thing, but the most iconic thing, and that's the charging handle. H&K has the famous charging handle that you can rack back and give the old H&K slap. Very satisfying. Everybody loves the H&K slap. But it's only for right-handed people. As a lefty, I reach over and slap it, still works just fine. B&T has charging handles that are fully ambi. You can pull the lever out here and charge on this side, or pull the lever out here, charge on this side. Either one works, non-reciprocating. So very cool, very ambi, not as satisfying as the H&K in my humble opinion, but still good. Both take 30 round mags. I think 31 round mag on the Glock. This is a Glock mag B&T. They make these available with Glock mags, I think SIG mags and B&T proprietary mags. I chose the Glock mag version, so you get 31 round magazines in here all day long, pretty cheap. H&K has H&K mags that are metal, made in Germany. You can buy cheaper ones, but buy the German ones. And they hold 30 rounds. I think technically they'll hold 31, but you're only supposed to put 30 in there in case you rack this on a closed bolt. So they both hold, we'll call it 30 or more rounds. So kind of a tie there. Mags are cheaper on the B&T. On the controls, both have ambi controls. I like the H&K ones. You see safe and fire, only get the 2 clicks here. The B&T also has ambi control, as you can see there, safe and fire. I do find the H&K ones to be a little easier to manipulate, but neither is bad. And thinking about the grip, both have the standard grips. The grip on the B&T does have a little more texture. But again, when you have this thing against your shoulder held back, the grip there hasn't meant a ton to me. Versus a more polymer grip there, pretty solid, the open space there on the H&K. So kind of a toss up on the grip itself. Again, both these have the collapsible stock. They have an SBR. Love both of those a lot. The final thing I want to kind of talk about is the way that I shoot them, because the H&K, and I don't do like events from outside and running through dirt, diving in the ground and shooting. I go to the range and shoot there and practice, just to practice. So at most I'm shooting 50 feet. And I will tell you, at 50 feet with this guy and these sights, I can put all 30 rounds right in the target's heart every single time, because this gun is the softest gun to shoot. It's the most pleasurable gun to shoot. The roller blade blowback system in here makes this thing so much fun to shoot. The B&T rather has a kind of a hydraulic buffer in the back that is not quite as soft as the H&K, but still an absolute pleasure to shoot. And at 50 feet, when I'm shooting the H&K target in the heart with all 30 rounds, on the B&T with either this laser and or this optic on here, I can shoot the same target 30 rounds in the eye. So pretty accurate with this guy, more accurate with this guy. So, you know, which one would I choose if I could only have one? Both being fantastic firearms. I would think that, you know, my friend chose the B&T. He was amazed by, he liked all the attachments you get on, the more modern look of the gun and all the attachments you can put on there. But I tell you, if the zombies come banging on my door, they were a knock, would they? But if the zombies come, I'm pretty sure I'm going to grab the H&K. It is just a flawless gun that I love to shoot, will never fail you, nor will the B&T. But it's just a gun that's very special in my heart, and I think this is the one that I would choose. But again, I appreciate you watching. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. And most importantly, which one would you choose? I'd love to hear in the comments. Thanks so much for watching.